Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Diogo Dalot has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, I just hope he gets enough space to run into Peter, because when he puts the Jets on, he really is unstoppable. The manager will be telling his midfielders to knock it ahead every time, because not many defenders can match this guy for pace. And if he gets in behind, then there's big trouble ahead for them.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
So it's away we go then. Akanji. And it's Camavinga. Fernandez. Messi, played out to the left flank. Kane, well read, and the danger is averted. Akanji. Serginho. Aims beyond the defence. Good ball, good take. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Modric! Oh, crossbar! Messi. Camavinga. And it's Dallo. And Fernandez. Camavinga. And here's Messi. Shot at goal! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Fernandez. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Tries to play it through. Shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Jimenez. And this is Kane. Has a look and place it forward. And it's Nkunku. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. That's the keeper's ball. Milan are looking to go forward now. Modric. And it's Batasagi. Over to the left. Batasagi. That's a throw. Diogo Dalot. Fernandez. And it's Serginho. Serginho. Lovely bit of skill. He's having a go! And that's caused a worry or two.
Serginho has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Kane. Not the most convincing of passes. Rabiot. Now Modric. Fofana. Batasagi. And reclaimed it in a trice. Modric.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
And it's Batasagi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez. That has been slung wide. Knocks it into space. Drill. Big chance! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Batasagi. And he's being shifted off it. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Borussia Dortmund looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Serginho gets into a good position. Great skill, that's nice. And this is Kane. Real chance! And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Borussia Dortmund find a position of real strength now. And it's made its way to him. That's tidy. Driving through the middle. Fofana defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Nkunku. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Loftus-Cheek. And he lines up a cross. And the keeper beats it away. Oh, the clearance is short. And it's half-time here. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Borussia Dortmund 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. Here's the start of the second half. And it's Botasagi. Can he get it through? Rabiot is in a really good position out wide. Jimenez attempts a clearance. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Botasagi just loves to go forward whenever he can. Well timed, excellent interception. Modric. And here's Nkunku. And that should get the job done. Fofana. Modric. Diogo Dalot. Messi, given the lift of his goal. And it's Modric. Shot could... Loftus-Cheek! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Jimenez. Kane under intense pressure.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Messi. He's looking wide. Serginho picks it up out wide. Gabbia gets rid without sophistication. It's Camavinga.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that has put paid to that. Fernandez. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Valverde. Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Cambio di giocatori.
Messi, and it's Fernandez. He's gone for goal! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Gabia, and it's Batasagi. Nkunku, Batasagi to Rabiot. Modric, nicely aimed pass. Now it's Nkunku. Rabiot, Fofana, tries a shot! And it's Dallo. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Rabiot. Now it's Füllkrug. And here's the chance to counter. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nice interception, well timed. Modric. Rabiot. Now it's Füllkrug. Serginho, who's set up one goal so far. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Jimenez. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Borussia Dortmund are almost home and dry now. Rabiot. Füllkrug. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And it's Fofana. Nkunku. It's Fofana. Now that's well seen too. Jimenez. Fulkrug. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And we're done. Borussia Dortmund, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Kane voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Borussia Dortmund may not have... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start, that is what they all want. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous goal. It's gone in! He's put through his own net! And with that, the end! Who possibly could have thought it? Utter disbelief etched on every face.
Well, I think quite a few of us, including many of the players on the winning side, look a bit deflated with that. Clearly, they didn't want things to finish in this fashion. But you get up tomorrow morning and you look in the papers, and all that matters is the fact that...
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Pressing high and with purpose. Bastoni. Barella. To Damian. Head out towards the right wing. He's a sharp little ball here. Camavinga. Searching pass he's played there. No luck with that dink over the top. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And this is Ronaldo. There's the shot! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Damian. Stefan de Vrij. Bastoni. Carlos Augusto. Damian. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Can he get on the end of this? Drilled in low. Oh, good-looking ball. Damian. Not the most accurate pass. Big chance! And the shot! Oh, he's done it! The most decisive of all goals! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And with that, the end! Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, we're on the way. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Up he goes! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Martinez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Could be danger here. Looking for the run. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Roberto Carlos! That's an extraordinary save from Sommer! Now who's going to be first to this?
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries to pass it through. No, it's come to nothing. Oh, well played, well played. Inter Milan finding their passes. Oh no, he's got that wrong. There's a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. DiMarco. Perdana. Kane. It's a good ball out wide. He's in plenty of space here. That's an excellent interception. Can he spark a counter here? Carlos Augusto goes sliding in. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
That's going in strongly.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 32.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 27, il numero 18, Messi.
That's an extraordinary save from Sommer! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
That's a decent clearance. Decent chance! Damian can get it clear. Kane. Pass somewhat off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, important interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Serginho receives it in a good position here. Khan clears. And smartly reclaimed. Haaland. So what can they make of this? Doué. He is through here. Doué's cross. Damian with the clearance. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Can he get it through? Bale. Big header! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
It's a good foot in there. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. It's a quick one. He has a look up. And Messi! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Inter Milan have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Oh, terrible pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He can get that clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Perdana. And it's Serginho. He's played it back. Nicely weighted ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out to the right. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And he can clear it away. Nicked it back promptly. And there is the half-time whistle. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Inter can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 23. Viene
Whistle
sostituito
goes, and we start the second half. Now it's Haaland. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Kane. He's had it taken off him. Roberto Carlos. Good, strong midfield running here. Kane. And it's Neymar. And that has been clubbed away.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
There's no sort of quality on that. Neymar. Neymar! Oh, has another go! Inter Milan have their third corner. Cleared away. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Carlos Augusto. Messi. And it's Dallo. Now, can they get him away? Cleared without complication. Taken back almost at once. Into Stefan de Vrij. It's not an especially good pass, that. Hoisted upfield by the keeper, and he's forced to go back. That's good running with the ball. He's through here. Diogo Dallo threads one in. Harrison spots it and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Haaland. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! Oh, he's done it! The most decisive of all goals!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And that ends it. Did anyone...
and welcome to Signal Iduna Park.
Messi shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. No! Denied remarkably!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Kane is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. Oh, he's hit the upright!
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
Kane will take their second. Oh, straight down the middle, and for some, it's too much. So, the second man in line. Back of the post.
Oh, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right.
This to put them 2 up. Oh no, it's a tame miss.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
Mbappe is third in line. Terrific penalty, unsavable.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Serginho comes up, their fourth taker. Oh, what a save!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Alexander-Arnold is the last of 5 scheduled takers. And that is a scarcely believable miss. So all eyes on the goalkeeper. Oh, he saved it!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
So both teams effectively 1 kick away from the precipice. Oh, it's saved, pretty much straight at him.
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper.
Can the goalkeeper come up with a moment? Oh, brilliant, he had to save it, and he did.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Camavinga is next on this now extended list.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Tottenham at the point of no return. Dispatched! There will be more of this.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Where does this end? Their 8th penalty taker. Oh, that is quite remarkable. So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. And there it is, the decisive kick. A performance of perspiration, work rate.
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match.
So the ball is placed on the spot. Ibrahimovic first in line. And none from one. Messi is the next man in the spotlight. Oh, straight down the middle, and for some, it's too much. This turn to level matters. Oh, what a save!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outsteered him there, which gave him the edge.
Borussia Dortmund are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. Oh, the keeper could have stood still and stopped it. And that doubles their lead. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. And he sticks it away.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
This to put them 2 up. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
So this one to restore parity. And he puts it away.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
That's a good penalty.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. And stuck away with ice in his veins.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Fingernails disappearing fast all around us. It is down to him now. That's won it! Borussia Dortmund can celebrate now. They have exactly...
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match.
An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. Oh, what a save!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Messi steps up for his penalty. Oh, the keeper could have stood still and stopped it.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck. Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, it didn't change.
Kane is the second man to step up for his team. And the keeper's come up trumps.
He was so focused there, fantastic save.
Messi is a picture of calm despite the moment.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Fernandez is the third man to step forward. Oh, he's hit the upright!
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
This to double their advantage. And that doubles their lead. Borussia Dortmund are looking to save match point. And stuck away with ice in his veins.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Can the goalkeeper come up with a moment? Oh, he saved it!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper and maybe that put him off.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? What poise! What noise! It's three apiece. Some can barely watch here. Every kick potentially pivotal.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed! Borussia Dortmund.
and welcome to Signal Iduna Park.
So this one to set the tone. One 0.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Palmer next in line, and here he is. No, he's hit it right at the goalkeeper.
I suspect a change of mind could have been the problem then.
Borussia Dortmund are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be.
Well, you don't save those.
And the lead is 2. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Messi is third in line. That's a good penalty.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Madrid must score here to stay in it. Saved it! And that's that! Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. Fernandez, drilled, shot a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Can he get it through? Messi is having a shot! Decent chance! Oh, he's won it! The most decisive of all goals! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And already we're underway here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. DiMarco gets into a good position. Maldini is there and he can get that clear. Ball's gone out of play. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Great vision. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Çalhanoğlu. DiMarco looking to run onto it. And it's DiMarco. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Place it in low. Inter. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That's an excellent interception. Pull it. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Now it's Dybala. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Quality ball. Over to the left. Nice bit of trickery. Serginho. And he lines up a... Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. Martinez, out towards the flank, and that's played in low. It's not an especially good pass, that. It's Çalhanoğlu! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! It's a goal kick. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Still goalless. Darmian. Plays a sharp little ball here. Played into space out wide. Darmian is offering some sort of an apology there.
clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Zambo Anguissa. And that was very necessary. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. Dumfries. Maldini goes on a charge down the left. Dybala moves wide and looking to get onto this. Ah, good steal, he just read it. He's had a shot! Cleared without hesitation. Bastoni, neither side giving way, it has been tight. Barella, passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Dybala, now it's Ibrahimovic. Now that's well seen too, not the most accurate pass. Out to the left it goes. Nicely weighted ball, that is a brilliant interception. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Damian. Driving forward.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Now it's Martinez.
Pretty robust defending.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Inter have played reasonably well, but perhaps they're overdoing things down the left flank. They've concentrated an awful lot in that area.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Calhanoglu, that's an imaginative pass. Barella! He's done very well to get to that.
Barella actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Darmian. Stefan de Vrij. Darmian. Passes short and sharp. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Oh, that is a nice touch. Great defending, strong and determined. Dybala did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pass is just off target. Oh, good-looking ball. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. That has not gone well. Calhanoglu.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314
That's been intercepted.
spettatori.
That was well played, well stopped.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That's a little off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
It's a mighty effort! Yes, it's there! The breakthrough strike! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Cambio di giocatori.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Di Marco has got himself a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Nicely spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Now it's Dumfries. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And it's Dybala. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Played into the box. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Sends it crossfield. Lookman running with the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he was quick to react. He's picked his way through. Shows chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Dumfries. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. DiMarco. Into the last 5 minutes. Very much into the last knockings. Bastoni. Perdana. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Damian. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. You look back on the game then, Jim.
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could...
So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Referee's given a throw. Out of play for a goal kick. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every...
Real chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund after 9 minutes is number 11, Harry Kane! Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Politano, can he get it through? And Dijk with the clearance. Elmas, out to the right. Cross goes in there. Keeper's dealt with that. Cleared away. It'll be a throw-in. And he's being shifted off it. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. That has ended up in no man's land. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Number 11.
And yes, it's him again.
Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Serginho. He's had a shot! Spinazzola. Lobotka, played out to the left flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Diogo Dalot providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Elmas. Lobotka. Now it's Kane. Diogo Dalot. Messi. Now there. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And just like that, he's into double figures now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Borussia Dortmund, after 29 minutes, is
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Kane. Fernandes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
He rises! And Spinazzola. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now that's well seen too. And this is Messi. Lobotka. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Messi, looking to play him in. Thinks, and a chance! And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will stick.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's a promising position. Serginho. Borussia Dortmund heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And the return pass. Spread it left. He's in space and looking for options. He's got tall. No, he can't turn it in. Ramani. Elmas. Now it's Højlund. Now it's Politano. Out to the left it goes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Messi. And Dalot. And it's Messi. Diogo Dalot gets into a good position. Played in by Dalot. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And we've reached half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Borussia Dortmund really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Borussia Dortmund pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
And we're underway again. Looking for options for movement. Lobotka is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Serginho threads one in. Messi in acres of space out wide. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Spinazzola. Elmas. That's Politano. Played out towards the right wing. Serginho. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Robertson. And it's Fernandez. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now it's Messi. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Over to the left. Serginho. And he whips it. He gets big. It's in! And he is just ripping it up.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
57 minutes is number 11, Harry Kane! Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Elmas.
The attendance for this match was 61,000.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Kane. Little pass back. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Lobotka. Quality ball. Elmas. That's Politano. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Robertson. Out for a throw. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Elmas. Now it's Kane. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Elmas is the guilty party there. And it's Robertson. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Politano. Elmas. Politano. Messi, given the lift of his goal, that has been slung wide. He's in a great position here. Messi steaming on goalwards. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Deep cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Elmas. And it's Di Lorenzo. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what a climb! It wasn't a great header in the end.
Substitution in progress.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Kane. And it's Serginho. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Swept in. Shot a goal! Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
The goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund after 81 minutes is number 8, Lionel Messi.
Ramani. It's Lobotka. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Serginho could try cutting inside here. Elmas.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Hit into the middle. Lobotka. Back towards the middle. Now it's Højlund. That has been cut short. Messi. And Fernandes.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Messi. Oh, good spread. Now it's Kane. Nice looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Spinazzola. Lobotka. Spinazzola. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavour. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement, They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Fernandez. Oh, good spread. Diogo Dalot hurtling down that right flank. Oh, super ball. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect...
It's a mighty effort! Oh, he's hit the bar! They've got to be quick to recover. Can he finish? Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely spread. And it's Dalot. And that's played. Great chance! In he goes again. It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Borussia Dortmund have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score.